One name that will always come to mind is that of Greg Allen. In 1981, this high school All-American running back from Milton, Florida, first started the scene as a freshman at Florida State. You might say he hit the ground running.
Greg, he was a great back. He broke in with us as a freshman. His first start, I think he got 206 yards against LSU, which was a record back in those days. Also, in one of our ball games, he had a total offense of over 400-something yards, returning kickoff, and running the football. Had a fantastic game out here.
He wound up with 417 all-purpose yards on the day, an NCAA record for freshmen. Allen finished his first year with over 800 yards rushing. Not bad, considering his first start didn't come until the 7th game of the season. By the time his sophomore year started, the word was out on Greg Allen. But even that wasn't enough for teams to slow down the back that Bobby Bowden dubbed Crazy Legs.
Well, if you watch the film, if you watch me run, it just looks like my legs are just out of control. But not really out of control, but that's just the way it looks.
Allen ran crazy again in 1982, leading the nation in touchdowns with 21. Even though he never started a game, he was still splitting time with Ricky Williams. But FSU was using his talents every way possible. Catching passes out of the backfield, returning kicks. You name it, Greg Allen did it. His 1,524 all-purpose yards was 11th in the country that year, as well as honorable mention All-America honors. A look at the FSU record books finds Allen as the 4th leading rusher in school history, as well as the rushing TD leader, even though he still had never been the primary back in the offense. As the 1983 season kicked off, Greg Allen was no longer just a decoy. He was finally the main man, and he remained in that role over his junior and senior campaign. His last 2 seasons saw him run for over 2,000 yards total, even though he had nagging injuries at the end of both of those years.
Well, unfortunately, in the Arizona game, that's when I tore my cartilage in my knee. So that delayed me. I didn't get a chance to finish up the year.
Really, he's one of the most underrated backs we've ever had, because at that time we were not the quality of team we were later on when Samuel Smith and the other tailbacks came along.
By the time Greg Allen left Florida State, he had set or equaled 26 school records. He was a 2-time consensus All-American, and up to that point, he was FSU's highest ever finisher in Heisman Trophy balloting. He wound up his career with 3,769 yards and 44 rushing touchdowns. Even today, his name still tops numerous categories in the FSU record book.
I didn't think about it, and when you don't think about it, you do it. If you're thinking about it, then you worry about doing it, and so you don't perform as much or as good as you can. I was always told that just do your work, and somebody will see the good work you do. And that's all I do.
Greg Allen certainly left his mark on the FSU record books and on Seminole football history.